right, the worst age you could be in 2025. Let's go.
The worst possible thing you can say as a child is the phrase, I can't wait to grow up. As kids, we associate.
Yo, you know what's crazy? The reason why you felt like that though is because a lot of the people that you looked up to was grown. And a lot of like when I was a kid, I wanted to have a car, I wanted to have money, I wanted to be able to play video games, do whatever I want, not have my mom tell me what to do. That's why I wanted to be grown. And then when you became grown, you realize that being grown was a scam because it comes with all that responsibility, and then you want to be a kid again.
Age with more freedom, independence, and the ability to do things we aren't allowed to do when we're little. Kids be paying attention to the bullshit media being exposed to all these people's lives and visions, so much to the point it's corrupting their image of what a good life really is. They see older people having access to all these things with the ability to do whatever they want, whenever, not knowing that it will come with a price. It's normal for a kid to want freedom. Shit, that's how everybody's supposed to be. But them wanting to grow up fast has nothing to do with freedom. These badass little kids just don't want to respect the nigga, bro. They don't want to be told what to do. They don't like being told when they're in the wrong. I swear my generation grew up with the motto of fuck old heads in the back of their head. Because at a certain age, we realize that they don't know shit.
I mean, I think that's just like a regular human experience. I think when you grow up, you just realize that a lot of those adults that you looked up to, the grown-ups that had all the answers, they were winging it just like you were. And the way, and especially with our generation, the amount of stuff that has changed, especially like in the past 5 years, and the stuff that we had to deal with, they never had to deal with. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, look at the stock market right now. That shit is cooked. We had to go through a pandemic, like literally, like a disease that could have killed you and you had to stay in the house and the whole world went on pause. That's some shit that's gonna be in the history books. Bro, World War III, you know how many times that shit got brought up in the past few years? And they want us to just carry on with our life, bro. And the cost of living versus the income that you get is so much higher.
And most of the things we can't do is a reflection of their insecurities. It's something you don't know that yet. We spend so much time trying to undo generational curses and shit. If my generation doesn't fuck with anybody, it's the old head. And I said if these new generation of young niggas don't fuck with nobody, it's fuck everybody. The other day, my fat ass got done jumping rope and I got hungry as hell out of nowhere. And it wasn't like one of them normal hungry feelings, like, you know, you feel like a little bubble or two. Like, it wasn't one of them. It was one of them instances where you can feel your body eating itself slowly. All the excess fat in my body is being used for nourishment and shit. Can't even buy food because niggas don't got none in their pocket but 3 crumpled up dollars and 2 Chuck E. Cheese coins. I'm by a vending machine though. I'm buying a little snack. And as I'm walking out the room, I see this old DJ Mustard looking ass little boy standing outside the door. And I ask him, hey, you trying to come in? He gonna be like, nah, bitch, leave me alone. Nigga, what the fuck did I do? We both started staring at each other and shit. Nigga looking at me with a straight face, as if he wanted to say, yeah, bitch ass nigga, I said it. And the thing is, I walked away like a pussy, as if he really did say that shit. You know, little kids, bro. Getting in an argument with these niggas is like signing your life away to the devil.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, these kids nowadays, they bad as fuck. They say whatever's on their mind, they curse in front of their parents, because they don't get whoopings, bro. So they just say and do whatever they want. Like back in the day, we used to get whoopings, like real deal whoopings if you were like to act out.
Because these niggas ain't finna do nothing but give you
like strength. Bro, when I be at home, like when I was at school and when I was at home, I was 2 different people. Like I would curse. I couldn't curse at home. When I was at school, I was cussing like fucking crazy. Do you know what I mean? Like even now at my grown age, I can't even curse around my mom. Like I remember one time my brother, like as a grown up, my brother cursed around my mom. I was like, she gonna do anything? But like, you know how it is when you the oldest versus like versus the younger siblings, they not gonna get that same treatment. Your mom ever hit you with a phone cord? I got a belt before. Bears was good.
Hell, you can be the toughest joker of all time. You can hit these niggas with the greatest roast of your life and they won't feel none of that shit. Yeah, everything they say back to you is gonna hit your ass like it never did before. Because when you roast somebody, you're
yeah, because these are the kids that are typing in comment sections. They're gonna have way better comebacks.
You're supposed to take their feelings into consideration. Because some things you don't say, some things is just off limit. You got a gap in your teeth, them niggas will straight up tell you, hey, look, bro, why your teeth fucked up? You need to go to the dentist. Kill yourself. Straight up, just like that. Niggas tell you that shit straight just like that. Yo, grandma.
Yeah, because kids don't really hold back on the truth. If they see some shit, they're gonna comment on it.
God, it don't matter. Them niggas is gonna make sure to remind you every second. And I'm not gonna let no little ass kid ruin my day because he insensitive. I make the business decision.
I was still bad as hell though. It ain't stop shit. Bro, you gotta understand. I don't know. For me, I had to pick and choose my whoopings. Like when I was doing shit, I'm like, yo, is this worth it? Bah! it is. Okay, fuck it. Okay, I'll take the whooping for this shit. It's some shit I just accepted my fate, bro. But when I was like in elementary school and shit, bro, my mom used to work, right? So she'll come home at like 9. So I get out like 2, 3 o'clock, and I have to just sit there and wait. And just the thought of getting whooped is worse than the actual whooping itself. Straight up.
Right, I took my ass right. I walked right away. Fuck him. I just walked away. Because the only way to beat a little kid in an argument is by putting that little nigga in a 3-week-old Amazon box and shipping that nigga off the switch.
No. You want to know what the best punishment is? You don't even need to beat your kids. Take this thing away. This thing right here. Kids got phone addictions like crazy. Mommy, they're gonna start crying. No. They're gonna start tweaking. The shit that made me act right was taking away my little GameCube or my Xbox. Yo, you know what was crazy? My mom tried to do that. I would just freak the hell out. And then she would just give up. But she would do that with my brother. My brother would, my brother's bold. Every time she would take his Xbox, he'll sneak in her room when she's fast asleep, take the cord back, cause she would just take the cable. Yeah, take the cable back. She put it in the same spot every time. He'd just go in and get it when she's slumped in the middle of the night. He had too much balls.
Some shit. You can't tell these younger niggas shit because they want to grow up so badly. These little niggas don't know that reality finna hit like shit, and they not finna know what to do. They don't know shit get real, cause shit really do get real. But the thing about me is, I knew it was finna get real since I was a little boy. Since I was a little kid, I knew shit get dark. I knew shit get real. And
nah, everybody told me that it was gonna get real, but I didn't know it was gonna get real.
For that, I'm gonna be telling y'all the worst ages you can be in 2025. I don't want an honorable mention, 18. To be honest, I think this is probably the #1 age that everybody claims is ass, but I think that's quite dramatic. You only saying that because you just graduated high school and you don't know what to do with your life yet. That picking in high school shit crazy. Niggas really be walking through the hallway every single—
I was 18 ass. 18 is lit.
They like they Chris Brown or some shit, swearing up and down they famous because they can get a bucket or 2 for their high school. Their whole identity was built off getting glazed by cougar English teachers and niggas with no self-esteem. And when you graduate, all them people go away and nobody is left to gas you. So that leaves you with no identity. And now you don't know who you are anymore. Or maybe it's not even that. At 18, no matter how independent you are for your age, you still have been told what to do your whole life. Going to school and being a fucking good kid was your only responsibility. Nigga, I just voice crack. What the fuck? 18 is the first time when you realize that you
can't buy liquor at 18, bro. If you know somebody, they'll plug you in.
Die by your own decisions. In school, if you wanted to whoop a nigga ass, you could. All you would get is a slap on the wrist or 30 minutes in ISS, where you're supposedly supposed to learn your lesson.
Yo, on God.
ISS would scribble on paper and throw pencil lead at the supervisor. You don't face real consequences at a young age. You randomly decide to beat a nigga ass after high school, they gon' fuck around and put your ass right in the slammer. Right in the slammer. You ain't finna be in that bitch with niggas that did weak ass crimes. You gonna be in that hole with the serial killer niggas, the ones that was already these little kids and shit. You get put in jail for a simple, mild—
Yo, that kid was 13, bro.
Inmates gonna walk you down and make a straight man out of you. They got 3 different hand-carved machetes tucked deep down in their inventory, saving it for any weak ass nigga they can take advantage of. And surprise, surprise, you are that weak ass nigga because you're the one who got arrested for that weak ass fight. So now you on the verge of having a shank puncture every hemisphere of your brain, all because you don't want to give up no butt. But that's not the point. It's easy for you to go to jail as an 18—
Fight for your ass.
-year-old because some niggas don't understand that they are grown men now. They aren't minors in high school. Anything you say can or will be used against your ass now. Life starts here. And if you understand that,
I don't think life starts at 18 for real. I think, yeah, a lot of that responsibility kicks in, but I would say life really, like, you on like a prelude. Like, you're not even really in life yet. You in the demo version of what life is. Once you turn like 22, that's when real life really kicks in.
Fine. The real age you need to avoid is 15. I'm telling you right now, there is nothing good that comes out of life when you are 15.
How do you avoid the age 15?
The fact that you can't even drive. And that would be okay if you weren't surrounded by people that do drive. 15, you like a freshman in high school. Every single other age group in high school is driving except you. So after school, you gotta beg your homeboy to give you a ride home. You start bumping your head to his music and shit in the car, knowing damn well that shit ass. The only thing you can look at every day is your shitty permit. Niggas be looking like straight skinwalkers on their permit. Getting a permit has to be the most pointless shit of all time, because when am I taking a multiple choice test for something I'm gonna
be honest, being 15 was lit. I used to love riding with people who had like a license. I used to hang out with older kids all the time, and we would go to Chipotle, we would go out, we would go to the mall, we would go to the outlets, we would go anywhere just because we got a car. Shit, we go to Panera Bread, it'd be bitches there. I remember one time my homie, he was driving his mom's van, bro. He had that bitch packed out with hers. It was hella girls, and it was me, my friend, and another friend. It was 3 dudes, the rest was girls. That shit was lit. 15 is cool because 15 is like right before you have to, like, it's right before you can get a job. So you still kind of enjoying what it's like to be a kid, but at the same time, you still around that age group where everybody's growing up and you get that taste of stuff. Because I remember when I was 15, bro, I used to just hoop in my free time. I would play the game, I'll watch anime, and literally hang out with friends. And that's it. That was it. Life wasn't serious back then.
Be physically doing, only to still not be able to drive right after anyway. What did they fucking do? I've been granted permission to drive a vehicle with my mom. Who cares? If anything, my mom or dad riding in the car with me would be the reason you take the license away from me. Because don't get this shit confused.
Yeah, that was 10 years ago. Really, bro? You really had to say that? Negative cancel till it might be over, Unc. I'm not gonna lie to you. You got a crush on me? Why are you looking so deep in my eyes? Is there something that you want to say? Are you mesmerized by me? Do you have a crush on me? Why are you looking so intently at another man's eyes, huh? Not even girls look at me like that. I think you might have to address the deeper issue here, but that's just me though.
That bitch, nigga. I'll show a nigga a good ride. But when my mom or any other guardian is in the car with me, I lose all sense of driving skills. I become a 68 overall driver with 2 badges, hitting mailbox.
No, I'm not gonna lie, yo. My mom is one of those people like that you in the car with, and she be grabbing the little hand thing every time somebody drives. This is to anybody. She be sitting like this. Like, I'm talking about, she sits like this. You think she thinks that she's about to die, like she's about to get in a car crash. I can't do that.
Parents think now is the perfect time to start coaching nigga like it's the NBA finals. If you 15 and somebody asks for your ID, hey bro, just say you don't got that shit, bro. Because pulling out that top.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. My brother, he hated being in a car with me because anytime it was any minor inconvenience, I was voicing like, bro, turn this way. Nah, you messing up. Nah, do this. Nah, he was like, bro, this is why I didn't want to get in the car with you because you be correcting me too much. But I'm like, bro, I'm really keeping it real with you, so you pick things up. Because bro, I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna bite my tongue so you can be comfortable. I'm gonna tell you everything that you want, and it should be the same way for me. We see the bicep, Unc, don't worry.
Portable piece of shit, black and white shit, bro. It's gonna be too much of a hassle. Them niggas gonna think you handing them your birth certificate and shit. And then another thing about being 15, you can't even get no bitches. And when I say that, I'm not trying to call y'all chopped either. No, you literally can't get any bitches.
Yo.
Because when trying to compete with a girl your age, you competing with niggas that's 27. At 14, 15, you competing with...
Nah, real shit. Yo, I remember when I was in school, bro. I knew some girls that was messing with grown, bro. I knew a girl that was fucking... I knew girls in middle school that was fucking with guys in high school, and I knew girls in high school that were fucking with grown-ass men. Like, dead ass.
Seniors. You competing with niggas that got mortgages and shit. You sitting up here trying to do extra chores around the house so your mom will spare you a 20 so you can go out and buy your girl a pack of Sour Patches. Whole time grown niggas be sitting at whole bags and skim sets after coming home from their warehouse job, putting their kids to sleep. As a 15-year-old boy, what are you supposed to do about that? Another shitty age you can be is 4 years old. Because 4 is when you gain consciousness for the first time. Your first couple of years alive is just a straight simulation. Nothing you do is in your control. You don't know shit. You just an autopilot. And the thing is, some people stay like this their whole life. There comes an age where you randomly start remembering everything and haven't thought. This is around the age of 4. They say it only goes downhill from there. That's what they say.
Yo, going downhill from 4 is crazy.
That's what they say. You start questioning things. You start realizing tiny things. If you're conscious enough, you might even start to realize that the only reason you're on this earth is because your 2 jackass parents couldn't afford a Magnum. And that your dad...
Yo, was that Gina Wap? Why is he putting corn clips on here, bro?
Nick Cannon, bitch ass. To all my 4-year-olds in the comments, let me know if you ever thought these things. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know.
What is bro doing?
20 is gonna fuck you up because this is when it actually clicks in your brain that you are grown. After you turn 18, 19 is that grace point. When you turn 20, the world for sure gonna treat your ass like you 40. And when I say the world, I mean everybody, everybody. If you ain't struggle as a kid, you go struggle now. Because now you're realizing that you're on your own. Are you finna be? You see your parents always keeping the pantry stock, always having toilet paper and shit? Had y'all thinking life was gonna pull your pants down and suck your meat whole time?
I'm not gonna lie, real shit, this is gonna get dark, but 20 was 19. It was really 19, and then when I turned 20, 19 was when I really acknowledged that I was gonna die. Like when I was like young, it's like they tell you, oh, you gonna die, you're gonna die, right? But you don't really think much of it because you're like, oh, I'm young, whatever. And really your whole focus is just like growing up and becoming an adult. But when you become an adult, that realization that like you're not gonna be the person that you were before, and that, you know, life is gonna continue to move forward, and it's gonna come a day when you're not gonna be 20 no more, and you gonna die one day. Oh my God, that shit hit like a train. I'm telling you, like, I didn't leave the house for like a literal week when that shit happened. Like, I was in my room, like, depressed off that shit. Like, swear to God. Like, bro, there was this girl that I was talking to, and like, I was telling, like, how you feel about the fact that you're gonna die one day? And she was literally like, she literally was yapping. She was like, yeah, something, blah, blah. She was like one of those like Jaden Smith kind of girls. She was like, something, everybody leaves behind like a carbon footprint. And I'm like, I'm over here having like a midlife crisis, and you talking about a carbon footprint. Like, this is the worst time to bring this shit up. But she was freaky. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Some girls, it's like, damn, like, I wish I could just call you right now.
They be using teeth. Niggas don't got nothing in that crib but a bag of Dorito and booth pins.
Real shit.
That bitch to its final atom in hopes of feeling the slightest bit of buzz to distract us from the fact that we're cooked. And the fact that booth piece of shit be hitting like a straight cig isn't making you feel any better about your current nutritional status. You better get used to not eating, little boy. You gonna have to go through them days where you get malnourished and shit. Cold, you dehydrated, tired. Kick your ears, you still gotta wake up the next day and get to that bag. You still gotta perform at your best. Crazy thing is, you can't admit that you're going through it to your peers.
Dang, he didn't even like, oh, he's probably no older than 20. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like 22, that's kind of a bad age to be. 25, low key. 30, you probably getting cooked all over the internet. Unky, you're gonna die. You old as shit. Gramps, Grunkle. It just is what it is, bro. What do you think is the worst age to be? I'm 22, GG's. Oh my God. What you think is like the worst age? Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. Let me know. I feel like those are the ages though. 38. Why would you say 38? 50? 50 in 2020? I feel like you're chilling. You're not affected by all the bullshit that's going on, bro. You have a house. Your kids are already grown. The worst thing you gotta worry about is some cancer. Like, that's literally it. Other than that, if you take care of yourself, you're chilling. What? 50-year-olds are kicking it. 70, yeah, you only got like 2 years left in this bit. I'm not gonna lie. 38 is like hella random. Isn't Braun is like 40. Dude, no, that's a good age. 70? No, wait, I just read that. Hold on. Born in 2005. So you 20. LeBron James. I wonder what LeBron is doing right now. Does anybody know? LeBron James.